What's up everyone, it's your boy Jay here, and today we've got a crazy story for you. The famous NFL star Travis Kelce just had his whole world turned upside down after a shocking incident involving none other than the one and only Taylor Swift. This is the kind of story that you just couldn't make up. It's absolutely wild from start to finish. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and get ready, because this is the full story of how Travis Kelce lost it all. For those who may not be familiar, Travis Kelce is a star tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's considered one of the best tight ends in the entire NFL, having been selected to the Pro Bowl 6 times and winning a Super Bowl with the Chiefs in 2020. Kelce is known for his dominant on-field play, but he's also built up a pretty big personal brand off the field as well. He has a popular podcast called New Heights, where he discusses football, pop culture, and his life as a celebrity athlete. He's also appeared on TV shows like Lip Sync Battle and been featured in major ad campaigns. By all accounts, Travis Kelce was living the dream. He was a wealthy, successful NFL star with a ton of fame and influence. But that all changed in the blink of an eye. It all started back in the summer of 2023. Kelce was at the height of his fame, riding high off the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory the previous season. He decided to take a vacation and do a little partying in Las Vegas. While he was out at a nightclub, Kelce ended up crossing paths with none other than Taylor Swift. Now, Taylor and Kelce had met a few times before through mutual friends in the entertainment industry, but they were never particularly close. But on this particular night in Vegas, sparks started to fly between the two of them. They hit it off and ended up spending the whole night together, dancing, drinking, and getting to know each other better. One thing led to another, and by the end of the night, Kelce and Swift had hooked up. This wasn't something either of them had planned, but the chemistry was undeniable in the moment. Unfortunately for Kelce, that one night of passion ended up completely derailing his life. A few weeks later, news of the hookup between Kelce and Swift somehow leaked to the press. And when it did, all hell broke loose. You see, Taylor Swift is famously private about her personal life, and she does not take kindly to any unauthorized sharing of information about her relationships and romantic encounters. She's built her entire brand around maintaining tight control over her image and public persona. So when the story about her and Kelce hit the news, Taylor was absolutely furious. She immediately went into damage control mode, determined to bury the story and make Kelce pay for his indiscretion. Swift used her vast resources and influence to launch a relentless smear campaign against Kelce. She pulled every string she had, calling in favors from her powerful friends in the entertainment industry, and using her massive social media following to turn public opinion against the NFL star. The media frenzy was unlike anything Kelce had ever experienced. He was suddenly the subject of endless negative headlines, with his private life being dissected and torn apart by the press. Swift's hardcore fans, known as the Swifties, also mercilessly trolled and harassed Kelce online, sending him death threats and making his life a living hell. But the consequences for Kelce went far beyond just bad press and online harassment. Swift's crusade against him also ended up costing him dearly in the financial realm. Sponsors and endorsement partners that Kelce had spent years cultivating quickly abandoned him, not wanting to be associated with the scandal. Major companies like Nike, Gatorade, and Bud Light all severed ties with him, wiping out a huge chunk of his income. Additionally, the negative publicity surrounding Kelce caused the value of his personal brand to plummet. His podcast, which had been one of his biggest revenue streams, saw a massive drop in listeners and downloads. Brands were no longer interested in partnering with him or buying ad placements. To make matters worse, Kelce also ended up getting hit with a series of expensive lawsuits stemming from the fallout. Swift's legal team came after him hard, suing him for breach of privacy, defamation, and various other claims. The legal fees quickly piled up, draining Kelce's bank accounts. In the end, Travis Kelce ended up losing pretty much everything. His net worth, which was estimated to be around $30 million at the peak of his career, was reduced to basically zero. He had to sell off his expensive cars, his mansion in Kansas City, and just about any other valuable asset he owned. Kelce also ended up parting ways with the Chiefs, as the team decided to move on from him in the wake of the scandal. His NFL career, which had been so promising, was essentially over. Today, Kelce is living a drastically different life. He's had to take a job as a low-level sales rep, just to make ends meet. The once proud NFL star is now barely scraping by, all because of one night of indiscretion with Taylor Swift. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of fame and the importance of protecting your personal life. Travis Kelce learned that the hard way, and it cost him everything. Wow, what an insane story, right? I still can't believe that all of this happened to Travis Kelce. It just goes to show that no matter how successful and wealthy you are, your life can still come crashing down in an instant. Kelce's downfall is a prime example of how ruthless and vindictive Taylor Swift can be when she feels wronged. She really made him pay the ultimate price. Anyway, that's the crazy saga of how Travis Kelce lost it all. Let me know what you think about this wild story in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts.